Greetings everyone, today we have the destroyer of BMW, Bentley, Aston Martin and even Ferrari, the last big GT cruiser from Mercedes, C217. When it came out, it shocked everybody by its presence. In my opinion, it is the best GT car in terms of speed, handling, luxury features and money to value ratio on second-hand market today. Fully spec'd S Coupe with 4.7 V8 would cost you about $140,000 new, and still it was cheaper than any new Bentley or Ferrari. It was faster, had more features, better at braking and cornering than any Bentley at that time. Yes, Ferrari California was almost second faster to 100 km than the C217 with the V8 engine, but it had one of the worst interior that came from Italy. If we apply money to value ratio, it felt like you were sitting in a homeless car if you compared it to the C217. Design of C217 is very controversial. Front on pictures and in any videos that you look at on YouTube looks like and feels like an A-class. Very discreet and you can say even ugly. But in real life, when you look at it and you stand near it, it is much more presentable and luxurious. I have no idea why, but in real life, front is much more interesting and desirable than in videos or in picture. Side design and back design are perfect. The C217 has the best back design in the Mercedes history, where everything is very smooth and nice and sexy. You want to look at that butt all the time. C217 looks expensive, but in the same time, very discreet. People who do not know what it is, they will never guess that it is a better car than Ferrari and Bentley. When I look at it, it reminds me of old Maybach 62 and 57. It has that royal old money feel to it, the silent wealth. It represents financial resources that do not like publicity. This car does not just drive you from point A to point B, it delivers you, it arrives with you to the point B, and that's very majestic. 217 was based on W222 platform, and you can feel that in front you have all the space in the world, and at the same time you are cocooned in luxury. It is impossible to combine those two things in such way that you feel cocooned in luxury and at the same time you felt free. It is so big that fat people like me do not feel fat inside of it. In my personal opinion, and I am open to debate in the comments, I think that C217 has the better interior than W222 S-Class. Everything is made from more expensive materials, plastic, leather, feel more high quality. Interior had more features than 24-year-old beautiful eco-activist has personalities and identities. It had perfume in the glove box, 47 Swarovski crystals in each headlight, and when those lights were working it felt like a daylight is coming out of your headlights. Heated ventilated massage seats, adaptive cruise control, lane keep assist, autopilot, not full autopilot but it could steer the lane, wide screen. If you bought 3D Burmester sound system, you also had great sound, voice command that understands 450 different commands, airscraft installed into each seat. Even in the Coupe version you had the airscarf. Panoramic roof, Napa leather would cost you $7,000, 64 ambient lighting colors, and unfortunately it still had in some places cheap plastics in interior and in places where you will touch often, and that's very disappointing and annoying. But overall interior felt very luxurious. Also it had the night vision, and the feature that you need in this car is the camera 360. Without camera 360, living with this car is difficult because you cannot see anything in it. Doesn't matter how high is your seat, doesn't matter how tall you are, the car is just too big to maneuver easily, so you need that camera 360. The problem not only in the size but in the design of the car. It's very low, you sit really low and you have no rear view at all. Even that you have the window, you look at the back, the visibility is very bad, so you need that camera. Handling of C217 is the benchmark for any car that is more than 2 tons. Many auto journalists report that 217 is the best in combining luxury, cruising and sporty handling. With system called curve control that actually works, car is always pinned down to the asphalt and it changes directions like a housefly. In sport mode, when you drive it aggressively through the corners, it feels like it's on the rails. It doesn't go anywhere where you do not want to go. It delivers more grip to the driver every time from every angle you attack the corner. In sport mode, it changes the actual angle of the wheel to deliver more grip and more confidence to wheel to the driver. In each aggressive corner, it softens or hardens air suspension by analyzing speed, brakes, angle of the cornering and many other factors, and then it reduces all the unnecessary body movement. And it actually does that in the corners. You can actually feel that, and that system just great. I never felt a car that weighs 2.2 tons with such ability to move. In 2018, facelift version was available for general public. C217 had new headlights, new taillights, new bumpers, new LED lights, and new design of the lights. In AMG version, you got new engine. The old 5.5 liter twin turbo V8 was replaced by more fuel efficient 4 liter twin turbo V8. And the 4 liter twin turbo V8 delivered 612 brake horsepower and 900 Nm of torque, and together with 9-speed gearbox, 0 to 100 was in 4.1 seconds. Overall, C217 had 5 engines, the 3 liter V6 that generated 367 brake horsepower and 0 to 100 was in 5.7 seconds. Also, there are rumors that it had the straight 6 engines that delivered 420 brake horsepower, but I never actually saw it in real life. Then we have the 4.7 twin turbo V8 with 460 brake horsepower and 700 Nm of torque. 0 to 100 will happen in 4.8 seconds, and that engine is very torquey. Also had the old AMG 5.5 liter twin turbo V8. It generated 585 brake horsepower and 900 Nm of torque, and after the facelift, as I said before, the 4 liter engine came to life. And finally we have the V12. Twin turbo 6 liter V12 generated 630 brake horsepower and limited 1000 Nm of torque. 0 to 100 was in 4.2 seconds. Problems with C217 are not big, it's actually a reliable car. If you bought it from a person who maintained it properly, didn't drive it like a lunatic. The real problem is the magic body control system. This system scans the road and prepares air suspension for impact. It does not work. I drove 4 C217s with this system and it didn't work in any of them properly. The normal air suspension works very good, but the magic body control really just didn't happen for me. There are rumors that if you reprogram the magic body control system by installing software from Maybach or the W222 in your C217, then this car will be much softer, but never tested myself. If you have any experience with that, let me know in the comments. This is the only real drawback and the problems that I discovered in this wonderful vehicle. The best 217 today that you wanna buy are made after the 2018, 2019, the facelift versions. You need to buy it with 9-speed gearbox with extended warranty and full service history. V8 is the best engine for it. The V12 is too expensive to maintain. If you can maintain it, then buy V12 with 7-speed gearbox and enjoy it. But prepare yourself for some very expensive maintenance costs. After purchase, clean all the radiators and change cooling everywhere. In the radiators and transmission. Also, you need to service the turbos. Change oil every 6,000–7,000 kilometers in the engine and change transmission oil every 60,000–70,000 kilometers. Also, don't forget about the cooling in the transmission. After that, if you just continue maintaining it, cleaning the air suspension and love the car, then you can enjoy the luxurious missile on wheel. The C217 destroyed all the competitors when it came out, and it did it without any effort. People don't know how good this car is. Mercedes didn't spend much on the marketing of this wonderful vehicle. I have no idea why they didn't do it, but they actually created one of the best coupes in the world when it came out. Today, it is a wonderful car, and price for that dream starts from $40,000. With the paperwork and well-maintained model, cost $46,000 with the V8 engine. So it is a bargain for its price. Please write in the comment what is your opinion about the C217, and thank you so much for watching. Take care and bye bye.